What up though, YouTube? Welcome back to the Mr. Lot YouTube channel. Whether this is your first time watching one of my videos or just the most recent, thank you for stopping by. I appreciate it either way. I want to talk about something that I've been learning in martial arts as of late. And I haven't spoke to you guys about my martial arts journey, but just in case this is your first time watching one of my videos, as I venture on my journey to lose 30 pounds, I decided to adopt Muay Thai and Jiu-Jitsu as both martial arts disciplines and supplemental ways for me to stay active in my journey to lose weight. So in my classes and in martial arts classes in general, there are rankings, right? And with these ranking systems, just like any other ranking system in life, it's a bit easy for you to start comparing yourself to others. And it's easy for you to start, wondering how people got to a certain point. And then, at least personally, what I've done in the past is, after I start wondering how that person got to that point, and after I start adopting some of the things that they have done, I start to compare some of the things that I'm good at doing to what they're good at doing. And in martial arts and in physical fitness in general, there are just some things that certain people can't do. I am a great, strong, solid 5'9". There are some moves that somebody who's 6'3" can do that I just can't do, or that I'll have to set up a bit differently in order to do. And vice versa, there are some things that I have an easier time doing that they have a more difficult time doing because their limbs are too long. And after I cut through all of that fluff, I started to realize that how often do I and how often do we just sit there and appreciate somebody's skill set, like appreciate the light in others? We do a lot of comparison in life. I do a lot of comparison, and it's not coming from a jealous perspective. It's more so coming from a motivation perspective. How can I get better? How can I increase my value? How can I increase my skills? But every now and then, I think it's great for you to step back and marvel at somebody's skills, for you to marvel at somebody's talent, somebody's ability to do the thing that you're trying to do and learn. It's okay to marvel. It's okay to appreciate the light of others. What I find is with learning comes appreciation. And sometimes I find myself being so impressed with the skill of somebody that I'm trying to learn from, or the knowledge or the whatever that I'm trying to emulate, that I kind of marvel at it, It's an appreciation. They used to have a saying back in the 90s, don't hate, appreciate. I don't know which hip-hop artist or what cultural area that came from, but it's a true statement. When you're trying to improve yourself and you're trying to be the best version of yourself, and you're trying to get to whatever next level that you're trying to get to, and you have the opportunity to be in the presence of somebody who's doing better, don't hate. Appreciate what they got going on. Appreciate the steps that it took for them to get there. Appreciate the fact that they make it look easy. Because guess what? Appreciation, I think, is a key ingredient when it comes to learning. It's almost like when they teach kids, they try to make learning fun. They try to put the medicine inside the candy, because if you put the medicine inside the candy, it's easier to digest. The information is more palatable. I think that when we add in some appreciation for whatever we're trying to learn, when we're in the presence of somebody who knows it better than we do, it's like a seasoning. You know what I'm saying? I like to use a lot of metaphors on this channel. Appreciation is like a spice. It's like a herb that when you add that into your studying, when you add that into your being a mentee, when you add that into being a pupil, a student, it's almost like you gain this skill set of removing. It's like you're removing part of the difficulties of learning, because you're actually finding joy in that process. You're adding more joy if you already enjoy it, by just sitting back and appreciating and observing. And appreciation doesn't have to be out loud. It doesn't have to be gaudy. You know, you don't have to just sit up there and clap every time they do something, or sing their praises all day long, or hurl compliments and this, that, and so forth at them. Appreciation can be quiet. It could be like paprika. You know what I'm mentioning, seasonings. Paprika is not the strongest and the most powerful spice, but it's noticeable and it's appreciated when you add it. Appreciation is like a paprika when it comes to learning. It really honors both the craft itself and the person who learned it. And then it also makes it easier for you to be taught. Let's face it. We live in a world where the skills that we're trying to pick up, I don't care if you're going to medical school, law school, I don't care if you're learning a martial art, I don't care if you're learning a sport discipline, if you're in tech and you're studying behind somebody, you're a junior engineer, you're trying to study under a mid-level or a senior engineer. People like when you appreciate what they do. A cook. I know I'm using a lot of food metaphors. I just ate. But cooks. People love positive feedback for the things that they're good at and the things that they teach you. Because anything that's worth learning in this world takes time. And if you can add appreciation to that person's experience who's taking time out of their day, whether they're getting paid for it or not, to mentor you and to teach you, you actually feed into that process and you make it more enjoyable. You make it less stressful for them. So just something that I wanted to share, a thought that I wanted to get out of my head as I head out to my martial arts class. I have been crushing it. I feel that my body is finally used to jiu-jitsu along with Muay Thai, and I have an easier time adapting certain skills, certain transferable skills between the two. And some weeks I'm a bit more tired than other weeks, but I'm starting to get used to putting my body through higher physical stress throughout the week. Still not trying to overdo it, but allowing myself to be stronger, allowing myself to feel the certain pains and the certain frustrations of not knowing certain moves or not performing them correctly, of learning, of working with different partners, some more skilled than me, some less skilled than me, and making myself as adaptive as a competitor as possible. I don't think I'm trying to take this to like the MMA, UFC levels, but I definitely am competitive when it comes to learning something new and the challenge that I have on myself to be better. So, moral of the story, moral of this video is appreciation. Appreciate the light in others while you're trying to find the light in yourself. I guess that's what I'm trying to say. But guys, don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel, leave a comment down below. How do you feel about this topic? How do you feel about appreciation? Are you someone are you someone that thinks they deserve to be appreciated for the different things that they teach others? Or are you somebody who needs to show more appreciation? Let me know in the comments. Subscribe to the channel, leave a like, and I'll catch you guys in the next video. I hope you have an amazing day.